Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we take a whole heap of information, sort of, pull out the key insights, and basically give you a shortcut to getting up to speed. Today, we're diving right into something pretty intense from July 30th, 2025. It's Match A3 League of Legends Subpersonalities Tournament, Val versus Addy.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Huge. And the summary we have calls it a brutally fast-paced and snowbally showdown with momentum swinging on a dime. Sounds exciting.
It definitely was.
Yeah.
And for anyone maybe less familiar with League of Legends, it's that team-based strategy game, right? 2 teams, 5 champions each, unique abilities.
Trying to take down the other team's base.
Exactly. And the champions, they pick the team composition that's like absolutely key to their whole game plan.
So our mission today for this deep dive is what? To unpack those plans.
Yeah, basically, we want to dissect the strategies, look at those really critical moments, and figure out why one team just dominated so hard.
Okay, let's get into it then. Team compositions.
What?
We had Val's team, Precision and Ambition, love the name, and they were up against Addy's team, called Whimsy Meets Chaos, also evocative. What did the picks tell us? What was the plan?
Okay, so Val's team, they had Fiora up in the top lane. That's the solo lane at the top.
Right.
Then Vi in the jungle, kind of roaming around making plays. Irelia in mid lane, Samira as the main damage dealer, the ADC, and Leona as support.
Okay, so what does that lineup scream to you?
It screams dive heavy, like really high risk, high reward, lots of skirmishing.
Aggressive.
Super aggressive, built for these big all-in plays everywhere on the map. They had champs like Leona with point-and-click engage, basically, had abilities that don't miss.
Reliable ways to start a fight.
Exactly.
Okay.
And great chain CC, linking stuns and roots together, plus really strong dive synergy. Working together to jump on someone into their own tower.
So a momentum team. Get ahead, stay ahead.
Totally. Built to get that tempo and just run with it.
Okay, so Val is all about forcing the issue. What about Addy? Whimsy Meets Chaos. What was their angle?
Addy went with Riven top, Neeko jungle, Zoe mid, Jinx is the ADC, and Lulu support.
Different feel already.
Yeah, very different. Their plan looked more focused on like burst magic damage, quick spikes of damage and champion resets, getting abilities back after a kill to keep fighting, and this idea of chaos scaling.
Chaos scaling, meaning what exactly?
It means they kind of thrive when fights get messy and drawn out, and their main strength was scaling, getting much stronger as the game goes later, especially Jinx.
The classic late game carry.
Right. They also had good poke from Zoe and Neeko, harassing from a distance, and pick tools to catch people out. Plus, Riven could flank really well, especially with Lulu helping her out.
So a really interesting clash of styles. Val wants it fast and furious. Addy wants to slow it down, get messy, and win late.
Precisely.
Which brings us to weaknesses then. What were the potential downsides for each team heading in?
Well, Val's team, being so aggressive, didn't really have many disengaged tools if they went in and it didn't work.
Hard to back out.
Very hard. And they were described as squishy without snowballing leads. So if they weren't ahead, they were actually quite fragile. Plus, they needed like a perfect coordination. One mistake, someone gets caught, and it could fall apart.
Yeah.
Staggered deaths,
Right. And Addy's weaknesses, besides needing time.
Their biggest vulnerability was hard engage. Teams like Val's that just jump right on you.
Which Val's team was built to do.
Exactly. They were also poor against layered CC. All those stuns and roots Val could chain together. And yet the big one, they required time to hit power spikes. Jinx especially needed items and levels. They just had to survive the early game.
Okay, so the stage is set. Val needs to hit hard and fast. Addy needs to weather the storm. Now, this is where you said it gets really interesting. Game starts. Val's precision and ambition. Did they hesitate?
Not for a second. Right from level 1, top lane Fiora and Riven are going at it. Aggressive.
Okay.
But the first big move came from Val's jungler, Vaha. Level 3 gank, up top lane.
Super early pressure.
Yeah. And she gets first blood on Riven. Riven tried to outplay it, apparently, but failed. That immediately set the tone.
1 point for Val. What about other lanes?
Mid lane, Addy's Zoe tried to harass Val's Irelia early on, poking her down.
Makes sense for Zoe.
But when Zoe kind of pushed up too far, overstepped, around level 6, Irelia, again with Vi helping. Vi again, they just punished her hard, dived right under the tower, got the kill, and Irelia started snowballing instantly. That early advantage just grew and grew.
Okay, so top's losing, mide's losing. What about bot lane? Jinx and Lulu trying to scale.
They were trying. But Val, Samira, and Leona down there just forced fight after fight. Non-stop trading.
No breathing room.
None. And at level 2, super early, Leona just flashes, boom, right onto Jinx. Before Jinx could even react properly, Leona uses Ignite. Samira follows up with burst damage. Kill secured.
Wow. Okay, so by, what, 10 minutes in, how bad was it?
It was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
10 minutes in, Valve team is up 6-1 in kills.
6-1.
Yep. Every single lane was ahead for Val. And they didn't just got kills, they got objectives too. First Dragon, an Infernal Drake, which boosts damage, gone to Val. First Rift Herald helps push down towers, also Val.
It really does sound like a textbook execution of early game dominance. Just flawless.
It really was. And the early MVP, no question it was Val.
It has to be.
100% kill participation, involved in every kill.
Yeah.
And her gank timing was just described as pristine, always there when needed. The pressure was just everywhere.
Incredible start for Val. So Addy's team must have been reeling. Did Val let up at all going into the mid-game? Did Addy get a chance to stabilize, to turtle, like you said?
Val did not let up, not even a little bit. They just kept that foot on the gas.
How did they keep that momentum going?
Well, up top, Fiora just kept crushing it solo. Killed Riven again, took the whole top tower by minute 17.
Side lane pressure.
Yep. But the really, like the moment of the mid-game, the nail in the coffin maybe, was around 18.5 minutes. Fight over the second Rift Herald.
Okay, big objective fight.
Addy's team actually got there first, tried to set up defensively, but Val's team, they just didn't care. They dived straight through the Zoe bubble. That's Zoe's sleep ability, normally a big deterrent.
They just ignored it.
Blew right past it. Leona and Vi went in first, started the fight, locked people down. Then Irelia followed up with damage and more CC.
And I think I know what's coming next. This is the Samira moment, right?
This is the Samira moment.
Yeah.
Off the back of that engage, that big CC chain from Leona, Vi, Irelia, Samira goes in, hits her ultimate Inferno trigger.
And?
Pentakill.
Wow. All 5 members of Addy's team.
Wiped them out. A clean pentakill. After a 4-man setup from her team.
Yeah.
Just perfect execution.
That must have just shattered Addy's morale. I mean, game over, basically.
Pretty much. It felt like the breaking point. And right after that, Baron spawns the big purple worm objective.
Right.
Val rotates straight there. Addy's team is still respawning or too weak to contest. Val takes Baron completely uncontested. They had about 22 minutes.
So pentakill straight into a free Baron. Ouch!
Yeah. And, you know, Samira was obviously the MVP of that mid-game stretch, not just for the penta, but the summary notes she was stepping forward fearlessly at every turn. Really embodied that aggressive style.
Okay, so Baron buff active, huge gold lead, massive kill lead. How did Val actually close this thing out? Did Addy have any fight left in them?
With those Baron-empowered minions pushing, Val just applied pressure everywhere. Mid lane, bot lane, pushing simultaneously.
Stretching Addy fin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fiora was still a monster in the side lane. Actually took on Riven and Neeko, 1 versus 2, and held her own while the rest of Val pushed mid.
Incredible. Addy couldn't even collapse on the split pusher.
Nope. And Addy's attempts to maybe get a pick, you know, catch someone out with a Zoe bubble, Via or Leona were always there.
Yeah.
Just tanking it or blocking it. Super coordinated.
So no openings?
None. And then the final sequence, Lulu, Addy's support, apparently used her ultimate ability a bit too early, maybe in desperation. Yeah. And without that protection, Jinx, their main hope, she just got deleted. Leona flashes onto her, locks her down. Samira follows up, gone. Instantly.
No chance for the late game carry to carry.
Never got the chance. And the end came really fast after that.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes, 40 seconds in, Val's whole team just collapses onto the Nexus turrets, the final buildings.
Yeah.
Fiora actually takes down the bot lane inhibitor first that spawns super minions and then teleports mid to join the final push.
All coordinated.
All coordinated. And just for, like, style points, they even dove the enemy fountain at the very end.
Seriously. The spawn point.
Yep. Just absolute dominance.
Yeah.
Samir gets the final kill on Jinx again, and the notes even mention an emote flash cancel. Just a really flashy, confident way to end it.
So the final stats, what did it look like?
Final score was Val 25 kills, Addy only 9. Game time just 31 minutes, 12 seconds. Super fast for League.
Wow.
And Val got everything. First Blood, first Dragon, first Baron, first Inhibitor. Total sweep.
And the overall MVP? Still Samira.
Unequivocally Samira. KDA was 11 kills, 1 death, 5 assists. That game-changing pentakill, highest damage in the game, and just relentless aggression that always seemed to work.
Any honorable mentions? You talked a lot about Via early.
Definitely Via gets an honorable mention. The summary called it the cleanest jungle performance of the tournament so far. Just impact everywhere, perfect synergy with her team, set the whole thing up, really.
So reflecting on this match, this high-speed demolition, what's the big takeaway here? What did we learn watching this?
I think it was just a really stark demonstration of how strategy plays out. You know, strengths versus weaknesses, Val's discipline, their aggression, how they constantly built and maintained momentum.
Yeah.
It just completely choked out Addy's plan.
Addy's chaos and scaling never had a chance to, well, scale.
Exactly. The summary put it perfectly. Addy's team never got to breathe. And against Val, that's a death sentence. Val showed that if you have reliable ways to force fights, like their point-and-click engage, you can literally stop a scaling team before they even get started.
That's a really powerful insight. It's not just about having a plan, but having one that can actually be executed against active resistance. So this brings us to the thought for you, our listener, to sort of chew on. In any competitive situation, could be a game like this, could be business, personal projects, whatever. How critical is getting that early momentum? What can we take from Val's relentless pressure versus Addy's inability to reach those power spikes they desperately needed?
Yeah, and maybe digging deeper. When is chaos, like Addy aimed for, actually an advantage? And when does it just become, disorganized vulnerability that a structured, aggressive opponent like Val can completely dismantle?
Something to think about. When does structure beat chaos? And can chaos ever truly win if it doesn't get the time it needs?